Hi there. Thanks for joining me. Mark Russick's my name, and I'm the artist of this painting titled The Mona Lisa of the Botanic Gardens here in Melbourne. And this painting, um, why Mona Lisa? Because you can see that glowing countenance, which I think really shows this inner contentment in her heart, right? An inner contentment. And I think that's what people gravitate towards the Mona Lisa as well. It's that smile. And I've done research on it. But anyway, if you're like me, it's easy to lose your sense of contentment, be frustrated by things, and you wish you could do better. And because it is abrasive to others when we're not contented, eh? But anyway, I've got 7 or so things, some things in this painting that I've encoded symbolically that speak about finding contentment in life. You want to join me right now and hear those things? Hope they can really speak to your heart. Okay, the first thing is contentment has so much to do with what surrounds us, our immediate surroundings. I mean, look at this woman, right? Where she works, Royal Botanic Gardens, full of colour, full of life, insects, animals. It's just beautiful, and obviously that has a lot to do with how contented she is. And it's like for us today, if you consider your situation, right, where you are right now, not just the physical beauty, but is the environment, the working environment, toxic, for example, as compared to transformational, because that has a lot to do with contentment in life. Another thing is, if you look at this woman, she's contributing with all her might, with all her effort to make the Botanic Gardens as good as it can be. Why? Because so many people use the gardens. She wants to make a contribution to society. She wants to make the world a better place. She feels a joy and a contentment in giving, contributing. I think in today's age, it's very easy to be very self-absorbed and to feel like, people owe me, people owe me. We live with a mindset of entitlement as compared to wanting to be extravagant in giving and serving. And I think that's where the truth is that great contentment lies there. And so that's food for thought. So we see that she's contributing, she's thinking of the bigger picture of how, she's unlocking her potential to make a difference in society. And in this picture is showing how she's not trying to plant every plant in the garden, but just 2 pot plants. Sometimes we overdo it. We try and do too much and we lose our contentment. And so the key is to really understand that I'm not going to do everything. I've got to partner with and work with other people and see that I'm not an island. I'm working in conjunction with my community, with others, and that through those deeper relationships, we realize I don't have to do everything. We can do it all. We can do a much better job together. Team is vital, and so and that I think leads to a whole new level of contentment. Okay, another thing is, can you see the way she dresses? I've painted her to look good, and it reflects, the contentment that's within her life. It reflects the way she treats herself. She has self-care. She takes care of herself. And have you noticed how contented people are people that really look after themselves? They're able to take care of themselves. There's a sanity in their thinking. There's not a tendency towards abuse, abusing your body and that sort of thing, because there really is a desire for self-care that really leads to contentment, and it is a manifestation of contentment. But one other thing I want to say: no matter how good you dress and all that sort of thing, it doesn't stop us from still not necessarily having thoughts of self-harm and all that kind of thing. And so I think it has to go deeper. The point of true contentment and the key for that glowing face, those pink cheeks, is you have an inner peace and you've been able to get over your past, get over the mistakes you've made, find forgiveness. Like in my case, that was a key. I've had a journey of walking through forgiveness. And so, anyway, I could talk for hours about this, but you get my drift. The most important thing is, uh, we need to stay in that place of self care because that reflects a certain, that's the key, a key to contentment. Another thing is, do we love what we do? She's doing what she just loves, you know. She has working hands of habit. She habitually does what she loves doing, and you can see it in her hands, right? They're worn in, and so when we love what we do it rain, hail, or shine. Doesn't matter. We just love it, and I think that's a huge reason why people are so contented in life. If we don't have that, do we need to change? That takes courage. On the other hand, to be good enough at something, to actually see great results from it and find a contentment and satisfaction in achievement, you got to put in for a long time to get there. And a lot of life is about just the preparation and enjoying the journey as you go. Anyway, there's some food for thought. Another thing is, have we found a level of contentment because we're able to see the incredible awe-inspiring things that are all around us. So in my painting, I've actually painted a little Christmas beetle on the bench next to the woman. And you can see it there. It's got incredible color and just a beautiful little bug. And I asked my kids, can you find him? Can you find the Christmas beetle? One did. And the point is, are we paying greater attention to the beauty and the incredible craftsmanship and design that's all around us in nature and in other things as well? There's so much that we can take pleasure from and find a sense of contentment through. We've got to be looking and not just have tunnel vision in what we do in our life. And I think that can hugely impact our level of contentment. Okay, so thus far, maybe you've been thinking, well, that's all good, Mark, but what about the world we live in? If you look at this painting, see the dirt on the ground? Mark, there's so much dirt. There's so much dirt in humanity. There's wars going on, there's crime, and maybe going through a really hard time at the moment. How in the world can we be positive, stay positive, and particularly be glowing, with that pink face of contentment, the Mona Lisa of the Botanic Gardens? How can we be like that? Well, I've saved the best for last. Okay, so what I've drawn here, painted here, is that at the top end of the painting, right up at the sky, there's that opening that you can see. It's an opening to the heavens. Okay, and in my opinion, the greatest way to find contentment is really your being and believing. Your being and achieving has got to do with your believing ultimately, right? What I mean is, if you believe you're going to get there, you probably will. But taking that a step further, the picture's showing that hole up there, that opening. I feel, God actually loves us and He wants us to commune with Him. And I think there's something very powerful in terms of having a true contentment, whether you have a lot or you have nothing, and I've been in both situations. And there's something about knowing Him and making sense of all the garbage that we go through in life, the bad things, the difficult times. And so I feel belief is very powerful, belief in God. And I think it's a fitting way to end. because there's a lot of things we haven't got the answers for that we just can't work out through, no matter how hard we try to be positive about situations. I feel sometimes we just have to rest in the knowledge that that he's there and he wants to know us, but we've got to make effort to find him as well. Okay, so that's it. Um, the question to ask ourselves is, am I really happy, satisfied with life and, my marriage, my working situation, the practical things in life? Is there an overriding sense of contentment inside that makes me a very thankful person, fills me with gratitude for things? Now, I'm not saying I get frustrated over lots of areas in my life. I can easily lose it, but you know what I'm saying? Broadly speaking, are we in that place? And if we're not, hopefully something of what was shared can give you a little bit of food for thought, direction, and love to hear any thoughts that you have. Thanks for watching. Anyway, thanks for listening, and I hope you've enjoyed the painting and that deeper meaning. I love seeing paintings that speak. And so do contact me if you have any queries or thoughts, or maybe you want me to paint a painting for you. Let me know. Check out my website. There's quite a few different things that I'm doing. I'm actually an artist, author, and a speaker. Thank you for your time. Bye for now.